Well, hello, this is National Sales Director Leah Laughlin, and this is a video that we wanted to create for new consultants to introduce you to two programs that we talk about a lot in our unit, and it's the Perfect 12 program and the Party Time program. And so this is a quick explanation and a little mini training session on what these programs are and how they can benefit you and your business. And so I remember as a new consultant thinking, well, what do? I sell Mary Kay now, and I like the products, and I want to make some money, but what in the world do I do? And when I was introduced to these programs, they had a different name back in the day. Now they have a new fresh name and tracking sheet. But when I was first introduced to these, I was like, okay, I can do this. I can follow this plan. And it just gave me a path to run on. And so I hope it does the same for you, that it sort of helps you to focus and know the steps to take to produce success in your business at whatever level you want success at. And so here are the benefits, in my opinion. If you really focus on these programs and use these tracking sheets, which I'm going to share with you, here are some of the many benefits. I could create a whole hour-long video talking about how these programs have impacted consultants and sales directors and their success, but I'm just going to share with you sort of the basics. So number one, it just helps you to focus, okay? And in this epic age of massive distraction, focus is a very valuable, it's a precious jewel that you can, that's hard to obtain sometimes. And so these programs just help you to focus on the things that are most important and the things that are going to produce income and success. Okay, so you're gonna be able to focus. Number two, it gives you that checklist feeling, okay? So you know when you check something off your list or scratch it off or delete it or erase it, you know how good that feels? Okay, well you can have that feeling every day with these programs as you use these tracking sheets, because it just gives you that sense of satisfaction and that sense of accomplishment and that sense of like, okay, I can do this, you know, I'm winning, I've got this. It gives you that feeling, and that feeling is priceless. And so you can create that feeling every single day by working these Party Time and Perfect 12 programs. And then here's the thing, those little small wins like getting a booking or making a sale, little wins lead to more success. And if you ask me, how did you earn a free car? How did you earn a Cadillac? How did you earn trips all around the world? How did you earn those diamond rings? How did you start making a six-figure income? How did you debut as a national sales director? Okay, let me tell you, here's the secret I'm going to share with you right now as I just worked these programs. That's it. I just worked the Party Time and the Perfect 12 program. I just trusted the process and just worked the process and worked the programs, which were small little wins that built up to much larger wins as I continued to do them consistently. Okay, so you now have everything you need, and you know all the secrets to success to go on and make that a reality in your business and in your life. So let's start by explaining these programs, and I'm going to share this sheet with you. Let's start with the Perfect 12 program. Let's pull up the sheet here so you can look at it while I'm sharing it with you. Okay, almost there. Okay, here we go. So this is the Perfect 12 program, and there are 4 different levels. So let's actually start at the bottom and then move to the top. And the smallest level or the lowest level is Perfect 4. Okay, so it's the Perfect 12 program, but there are 4 different levels, and the first level is Perfect 4, and that's holding 4 group parties. Or 20 faces. Okay, so there's the faces part on there, but really the significant part of it is that 4 group parties, getting together with 4 groups of people. And you'll see down here, a group appointment must include a hostess plus 2 friends, okay? A hostess plus 2 friends. And then what's not there that's sort of more obvious is that they need to be over 18, okay? They need to be adults. And then they can't already have a consultant. Because in Mary Kay, we don't steal people's people. And so you want her to not already have a consultant so that she can legitimately be your customer. Okay, so 4 parties, then also 4 career surveys. And so that means you're sharing the opportunity with 4 people. And the main way that new consultants do that is with their sales director. And their sales director, either on the phone or meeting live and in person for coffee, will share more about the business opportunity. And your customers at these parties are going to watch a video, a YouTube video about the Mary Kay business opportunity, and then you're going to talk about it. And new consultants, again, you do this with your sales director, so you don't even have to worry about what to say. You just invite people to do the call or do coffee, share the video, and then your director shares more information about the business opportunity. And you don't even have to worry if they're interested or not. It's really not about that. It's just about sharing. It's about sharing information. And that's what you're doing at those 4 group parties, is you're setting up these phone calls or coffee dates to share information about the business opportunity. And really, you guys, it says 4, but let me just stretch your mind a little bit. One thing that we consider full circle is doing 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, okay? And so it's 200 in sales, 2 future bookings, 2 career surveys set up, and 2 guests invited to your meeting. And so with the 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 formula, you would actually end up doing 8. And that's what I want to challenge you to do, is to actually do 8 career surveys. Okay, then it's 400 wholesale ordered for that calendar month, which is selling 800 retail, which is $200 at each party, which is a very average, very conservative amount that you would sell at each party. And so if you break it down weekly, it's 1 party plus 1 career survey plus ordering 100 wholesale. Although you can wait till the end of the month and just do it in 1 order, but if you broke it down evenly, it's 100 wholesale, which is selling 200 retail per week. Now, you don't have to do this weekly thing. You could do 4 parties in 1 week and 4 career surveys and sell 800 retail to order 400 wholesale. You could do that in 1 week and your perfect 4 is done. But if for those of you who like a weekly focus, because it's a shorter amount of time to focus, it would be just the 1 plus 1 plus 100 wholesale per week. And then for recognition, you're going to get recognized in your unit, and then your name is going to be featured in the Unleashed area newsletter and flyer. Okay, let's move to a perfect 6. Perfect 6 is 6 group parties or 30 faces, 6 career surveys, a $600 wholesale order, which means you're selling 1,200 retail and ordering half of that. And then your weekly focus is 1 to 2 parties per week, okay? 1 to 2 per week, and then about 150 wholesale, and it's selling 300 retail per week, okay? Now let's go back down here. Now to hold 1 party a week, you guys with the perfect 4, with the weekly focus, I mean, you're looking at 5 hours or less, like probably more like 3 hours. But I would say between 3 to 5 hours, you can hold that party, and not only hold it, but also do all the follow-up that is a part of holding the party. So the follow-up on the front end is coaching and pre-profiling. The follow-up on the back end is following up with customers and doing career surveys, okay? Now, perfect 6 is gonna take more like maybe 5 to 7 hours a week, depending on if you have 1 or 2 parties, okay? So a little bit more time invested there. The promotions is the same as level 4, plus you earn a congratulations boxer from Leah, and we put you all in a group together and recognize you for that level of achievement. Okay, moving on to the perfect 8. That's 8 group parties or 40 faces, 8 career surveys, 800 wholesale per week. No, I'm sorry, 800 wholesale for the month, which is selling 1,600 retail, which is 400 retail per week. Okay, so that's a 2 plus 2 plus 200 wholesale. Okay, 2 parties, 2 career surveys, 200 wholesale per week, which is selling 400 retail. Okay, I hope you guys are following this and it's clear as mud. And then with the perfect 6, you do get a private Q&A hangout with myself, and you can ask me all the juicy questions you want. No questions are off limits within reason, okay? So you get that private hangout. And then let's move up to perfect 12. That's 12 parties, 12 career surveys, 1,200 wholesale for the month, which is selling 24 retail for the month. The weekly focus is 3 parties, 3 career surveys, 300 wholesale, which is selling 600 retail per week. And at this level, you get all of the recognition below, but then you also get a private 15-minute FaceTime strategy call with Leah, and you and your family are featured in the Unleashed area newsletter. All right, you guys, so that's the Perfect 12 program. Now let's, I hope that was really clear, and you can print that flyer on leahlaughlin.com so you can have it with you. And then let's go to tracking, okay? We're gonna talk about how to actually track your activity and create that checklist feeling every single, you can really create it every single day. So let me pull up the tracking sheet. Here it is. Let's share that with everyone. Okay, so now you can see the Perfect 12 tracking. Let me pull it up for myself. Okay, and so you're gonna use this one sheet for the entire calendar month. Okay, so it's just one sheet for one entire month. And then every time you hold a party, you are putting your results on here. Now, once a week, you turn in these numbers to your sales director. And every director does it a little bit differently, so check with her on how she wants you to turn it in. But for my unit, they're due on Mondays by midnight, and you just send me a picture of it because I want to see how it's filled out, and then we do recognition on Tuesday for whoever has turned in their numbers. Okay, so let's start at the top. Besides putting your name and your director in the month, let's start with tracking your full circle parties. You really, all you do, it's pretty simple in here. You just write your hostess's name down. Write down the total sales. How many parties did you book? How many career surveys did you book? And remember, we talked about 2 + 2 + 2. Okay, so at least 200 in sales, at least 2 future parties booked, and at least 2 career surveys booked. In addition to that, I think booking 2 guests to your meeting is another important thing that you will want to do and that you can track over here. Okay, the screen's going crazy on me here. Okay, so you write your parties down, and then you'll see here that you can kind of see when you hit your 4 is right here, and then 6 down here, you hit your perfect 6. Okay, it's highlighting the whole thing. I'll stop doing that. And then 8 is down here, perfect 12. And then we have what we call an epic 20. And that is just to stretch your thinking and help you to think abundantly. That 20 parties in a week, you guys, was something that Mary Kay Ash really was just normal for her. It was kind of just how she rolled and how she trained her consultants and directors to really create income and create success and create results in their business that was sustainable. And so holding 20 parties in the month is called Epic 20. Now let's go back up here. As you hold your parties, you can also track your faces. Okay, you just fill in these little blocks here. Let's say you have 4 faces at one party. You just 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can track your faces to see how many people that you're in front of as you hold your parties. Okay, let's go down here. We've got career surveys and guests to the meeting per week. So if you have a guest, as long as the business opportunity is being shared and she's having an opportunity to make a yes or no decision about joining Mary Kay or not, you can count that as a career survey because you're sharing the opportunity with her. So you write her name down, and this is yes, no, or maybe. And then one thing you can fill in here is her next layer. Recruiting is a layering process. And so we want to be layering our customers and our hostesses. I do talk more about that in the new consultant training CD on recruiting, but it's very important to layer her. So let's say you have a party with her and do a career survey and she's a maybe. A good next layer would be to have her come to your weekly meeting to hear more about the business opportunity, okay? It's important to not just write people off. If she says no or maybe, you just take her to that very next layer, okay? And then down here, you can track your gold medal. Having 3 new team members is a bronze medal, 4 is a silver medal, and 5 new team members in 1 calendar month is called a gold medal. And you do get featured in Applause magazine whenever you have a gold medal for the month. And then this part is where you track your retail sales. And we have 1,000 retail because we want you to grow to that level. We want you to grow to the level where you're literally selling $1,000 retail per month between the party sales that you do and the reorders that you can create as you build a customer base. And so here you track your retail and then your wholesale order in week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. If you don't have a wholesale order that week, of course, that's okay. Then over here, as you're wrapping up the month, you add up everything on the sheet. And this is what you turn into your sales director at the very end of the month for recognition. And so you're filling out your total parties held, total faces, total retail sales for the month, including both party and reorder sales, then total career surveys and guests, total new team members, and then the wholesale you have in towards your star for that quarter, okay? And that's what you turn into your sales director for some recognition that month. Okay, let's go back to me. And then the next step is we're gonna talk about the Party Time program. And we're gonna finish up the video with that. So let me share with you the tracking sheet that we have for that. Let me pull that up. Okay, almost there. All right, here it is. The Perfect 12 program meets the Party Time or PartyX program, okay? And the PartyX or the Party Time program is your way to set up and sustain a strong month because it's all about getting bookings on the date book. And we used to only recognize this on the 5th. Now we do recognition on the 5th and the 15th in our unit and in our national area because we want you to start the month strong by getting the bookings on the date book by the 5th, but we also want you to finish strong by keeping bookings on your date book in the middle of the month and as you wrap up the month, okay? So a Party Time 12 is just having 12 parties on your date book within one calendar month. Okay, 12 parties on your date book within that one calendar month. And to be counted, you guys, to be counted as one of your 12, it means it's booked, confirmed, and coached. Booked, confirmed, and coached. And then over here, you have an opportunity to track how you've been coaching the party, okay? So the hostess's name and date goes down here. And then whenever you book something, you want to confirm it the very next day. Even if it's 2 weeks away, you still want to have that 24-hour confirmation conversation the very next day to confirm the date. And that is also when you get the guest list. Or at least check on the hostess about her progress with getting the guest list ready for you. And that's also when you pre-profile your hostess in the 24-hour call. And then once you get that guest list, you start pre-profiling the guests that she wants to invite, okay? So if you complete Party Time 12 one time, you'll most likely hold 6 parties because half of everything that we book holds and the other half usually cancels or reschedules. That's just a part of our business. And so complete it once and you'll finish a perfect 6. But then if you complete Party Time 12 twice, you'll actually complete a perfect 12. Okay, so here's the ideal situation, is you have 12 booked within the 1st through the 15th to hold 6, and then you have 12 more booked between the 16th and the 30th to hold another 6, which produces a perfect 12, okay? The other level is Party Time 8, and if you complete a Party Time 8 once, you'll finish a perfect 4, because 4 of those parties will hold. If you complete it twice, you're gonna finish a perfect 8. And that's, again, 8 parties booked within one calendar month. And you turn in your numbers on the 5th and the 15th. Pretty straightforward, okay. Okay, you guys, so that is the explanation for Perfect 12 and Party Time. And just want to go back to what I said in the beginning, that just use this as your path to run on, and use this as your focus, and use this to get small wins, and to give you that sense of accomplishment. And following these programs consistently will lead you to every other win that you want to achieve in your business. And it's also going to create income, and it's going to create a very loyal customer base. Okay, see you later.